Today I want to talk to you about a couple of things when you are rendering, just a couple ideas. One of the first ideas is how to hold your pencil. If you want really nice, smooth gradients of value, I would not hold the pencil up at the tip like you normally do and draw and write like this. What this is going to do is essentially, it's going to create a situation where you have very distinct marks and lines, and when you render and you want to create soft transitions of value, this really isn't going to work. So what you instead want to do is you want to hold the pencil far back and angle it so that you're using the side of the pencil in order to shade. And you're going to have to slow your mark making down, slow the speed at which you're drawing in order to achieve this effect. Now I'm going to start with my lightest pencil. This is this 4H pencil right now that I'm very, very lightly shading, and I'm slowing down my marks. And you'll notice that I'm moving the pencil in different directions, but I start by moving the pencil in the arc of whatever value I need to render. So I'm doing this very, very slowly. If you start seeing lines, you can turn or change the direction. You can start creating circles. It's a great way to kind of get rid of some of those marks and those lines, is creating different patterns to how you move the pencil around. Now I will quickly transition to my HB pencil. Now an HB pencil is a middle value pencil, which is very, very close to what a number 2 pencil is in tone. And again, you'll notice I'm holding the pencil on the back. I'm pressing very lightly and I'm just shading. So it almost looks like my hand is not in the frame. But if you look here, this is how far away I'm holding the pencil as I'm shading. Take your time with this. You can always make things lighter, but it's very difficult to make them you can always make things darker, but it's very difficult to make them lighter without erasing. And when you erase, you end up smearing and smudging the pencil marks, so you don't have as nice, crisp detail as you would get if you would just do this straight from rendering. The second piece of advice that I have for you is to actually go ahead and when you're comparing values from what it is that you're drawing to what it is that you have, that you go ahead and create a little value scale to kind of give you an idea of if you're close in tone or value. It really is helpful to have a piece of paper that has all the different tones you could reproduce with your pencils, and you hold that piece of paper up against the original drawing and then the one that you're doing to help compare those values. I'll be showing you guys in class what I'm talking about with one of those. This is an example of a quick value scale that I made on a separate sheet of paper. I made tones going from as dark as I possibly could. I did this with the 6B pencil. Then I did a 2B pencil and I made with the next 2 with a 2B pencil. Then I used an HB for this, and then a 2H and 4H for these two, and this has nothing on it, so it's totally white. So this represents a lot of values that I have in the image. So I can take this and put this value scale up against here and see that this background is as dark as I can get it, and I can compare it to what I do here. I can take this and see that this here is slightly darker than this value, and I go over here and see that this is slightly lighter, so I would probably want to make this darker in order to match this here. I'm going to do the same thing here. Look at how this tone here matches this value, and I go bring it over here and I realize, wow, I have a long way to go in order to make this match the tone and value that I have in this original drawing.